So from the swaying of our hips, we're going to find some stillness and just walk the feet in. We're going to raise the arms up with an inhale and then lower the arms with the exhale. So we're just finding now a connection with breath. Inhale it up, connecting it with movement. Exhaling down. Good. Now out to the sides. Inhale out to the sides and up. Exhale out to the sides and down, going as high as you'd like. Inhaling up, maybe even looking up into the palms. Exhaling down. Good. Another one. Inhale up. Exhale down. Good. Now take the shoulders and just move them in circles, just the shoulders. Then the other direction. Good. Now we're going to walk down to your left knee. Do it gently. If you need the use of your hands, use your hands. Good. Be sure your left knee is comfortable. You can tuck the toes or point the foot. We're just taking a nice, gentle, tall spinal twist. Twisting over your right leg. Try to look to the space behind you. And then break the pose. Inhale the gaze forward and just switch the legs. Taking this nice, easy entry into the practice. Breathe for another 3 and 2. On the inhale, look forward. Exhale, release. Now using the hands or maybe the knee or both, come up standing. We're going to shake out your legs, shake out your arms. Now we're going to throw the breath out through the mouth with an exhale. Take the inhale through the nose. And we're going to do this with movement. We have 2 options. It'll look like this, either up and then down, or up and then down. We're going to do just 3 times. Okay? Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. One more. Good. Inhale it all the way up. Drop the arms. Exhale. Find the back end of your mat. Take the arms back behind you and see if you can grab somewhere on the arms. Maybe it's the fingers, the wrists, the palms, the forearms, the elbows, or the upper arms. We take a little meditation walk. Bending right knee and place your right heel in front of your left toes. And then ease your left heel in front of your right toes. If walking a straight line is a little unstable, see if you can focus on building stability and sole concentration on the movement of the feet. Try to keep the gaze forward, and when you make your way to the top end of the mat, you just allow your feet to step alongside of each other naturally. Let your arms go as you're ready. And we move officially now into nice sun salutations. We're going to do sun salutations twice, okay? So bring the hands to prayer. This is a sequence that allows us to offer the sequence to both the light within and the light above. Now with an inhale, we'll take the arms all the way up. Find length first, and then just begin to look up towards the sky. See if you can lift up and out through the center of your chest. And then on your next exhale, we're going to start folding. Send the tailbone back, let your knees bend, keep reaching forward as you lower down. And just let your head hang, your spine become long, your arms heavy, your breath deep. We prepare for movement with the hands framing the feet somewhere. Take a big step back with your right foot, lower down to curled right toes and your right knee, and look forward. Lots of deep breathing. Try to send the shoulders down the back a bit, lift up through the heart. From this equestrian pose, we move now into a plank. So we lift this right knee, fire up the strength in the right leg, and then send your left foot back to meet your right. Top of a push-up here. Remember, it could be a little bit easier with the knees on the earth, or a little stronger with the knees off the earth. Just 3 and 2. Lower all the way down. We're going to come down to the knees and then slowly down to your chest, your chin, your pelvic bone. Point the toes. Inhale, rise with the heart cobra. Breathe. Take an in breath. On the out breath, lower your chin and your chest. We're going to push into child's pose. Send the seat back. Seat all the way to your heels. Rest your forehead on the earth. When we prepare to move into downward dog, lift the gaze toward your thumbs. Lift your seat from the heels, tuck the toes. Raise the knees in the seat. As you drop the head in between the arms, just look back towards the toes. Remember, you can pedal out the legs, raising and lowering either the same heels or opposite legs. Now look towards your hands. Step down to the knees. Take a step forward with your right foot. Yeah. Remember, this is now the place where we send the shoulders down the back. We look up a little bit. We sink into the hips, but try to push evenly in your legs. And we prepare to move to the top of the mat. So we lift the left knee, left foot to meet your right foot. Fold over your legs. Find your Uttanasana. Now we roll up, bend the knees, pull in through your belly, and inhale takes you all the way up. Use your hands if you desire, crawling them up the legs. When you get to a neutral place, shake out your limbs a little bit. Okay. Let's do our left side. We're a little lopsided, so we've got to do the same sequence. On the left side leading the sequence. So bring your hands to prayer. With an inhale, reach all the way up again. Keep lifting up and out through the center of your chest. And then on your next exhale, fold at your waist. And a big step back now with left foot. We find equestrian, those shoulder blades moving down the back. Into plank. Lift that left knee, firing up the leg. Slide right foot back to meet your left. The top of a push-up. Breathe. Take an in-breath. On the out-breath, ease down, maybe knees, then chest, or all the way down like a solid plank of wood. Point the toes when you arrive. With an inhale, you lift the chin and the chest. Take an exhale, lower chin in your chest. We're going to raise and lower here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Ease back now into child's pose. Seat to heels, forehead to the earth. Breathe. Good. When you're ready, lift the gaze towards your fingers. Ease all the way into downward dog, lifting your seat. We prepare to take a step forward, so gaze towards the thumbs and left foot coming to the top. Remember, you can always assist the foot up. Lower down through the right knee. Find your equestrian on that side. Breathe. Take it to the top. So right knee lifting. Push back and then push forward to step the right foot forward. Fold over the legs. With an inhale, roll up nice and easy. Remember, use any assistance you need or desire. Breathe. Shake it out. So as promised, we get to do it again. This time a little bit faster, okay? Hey, welcome. So we're gonna do the second round. Same sequence. But this time we connect either an inhale with a movement, or an exhale with a movement, or a pause in the breath. The pause will come when you're in plank. Everything else is either an inhale or an exhale. But if this is moving too quickly for you, remember this is a personal practice. It's always a personal practice. So move at your pace. So through this sun salutations, in the idea of flow, hands to prayer. We offer the sequence. With an inhale, let's begin. Raising the arms up. With the exhale, fold at your waist. Step the right foot back into equestrian, lowering down to the right knee, and take a nice full inhale. Suspend the breath and slide left foot back into plank. And lower down to knees, chest and chin, or all the way down to the tummy. Inhale into your cobra. Exhale into child's pose. Push it back. In your child's pose, inhale into your downward dog. Take an exhale, downward dog. Right foot stepping forward between the hands or outside that right hand. Inhale it up. Left foot to meet the right foot. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale takes you all the way up to standing. Take a moment to find your breath here. We move through our left side. Okay. Different angle. Let's go. Inhale up. Exhale down. Left foot stepping back. Inhale, look up. Right foot to meet the breath, or meet the left foot and hold the breath. Exhale all the way down. Inhale into your cobra. Exhale, child's pose. Downward dog, you lift the seat. Inhale up. Take an exhale and dog. Left foot to the top of the mat, inhaling. Right foot to meet the left foot, exhaling. Rolling up nice and easy, inhaling. Exhaling at the top. Shake it out. Let's now take a step to the middle of the mat. Since we are on the earth of the beautiful park, the park can be a little bit uneven. So in the space that you're in, find a good place that feels right underneath the feet. We move into tree pose. So this one I want to give you those 3 stages to choose from. We're going to open up the hip in a classic Vrikshasana. So feet together. Take your right toes out to the right. Heels connected. Yep. And now we begin to open up the hips. So we take this right knee a little bit out to the right. Good. And then push everything down through the left foot so that your left leg's engaged. And then slide the right foot into the inside of the left ankle. So those toes are like a kickstand. So your first, hi. Bring your right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Breathe. Good. You can do whatever you'd like to do with your arms. I find that I always have my hands here right over the navel. For whatever reason, this is my go-to. But maybe they're on the hips. Maybe they're up in growing branches. If you want to take this a little deeper, you can always bring the right foot all the way up to the inside of your thigh, depending on many things, flexibility, clothing, how we press the ankle into the inside of the thigh. You can always hold. Another 5, another 4, and 3, and 2, and ease out from thigh to calf, from calf to ankle, from ankle to earth, and then shake out your limbs. Good. All right, my friends, other side. So different story. Sometimes one side may say that I'm strong and I'm stable today, and the other side may be a little bit wobbly, like a palm tree in a storm. Begin to bring the heels together, turn the left toes out, bend the left knee out to the left, push down through right foot. Good. Slide the foot in. And then maybe slide the foot up to the inside of the calf. Good. To the inside of the thigh if you choose. Offer. Next 5 breaths. 4, 3. Good. 2. Now we come out the same way we came in. Just as controlled. If we fall out of it, just hopefully we fall safely. Okay? Shake it out. Good job. Find the back end of your mat. Let's do some standing sequences here. We're going to take a big step forward with the left foot. Keeping the legs straight, I want you to find a place to where it feels like you can bring both sets of toes straight forward, right in front of the ankles. And then we're going to hinge. So finding a little bit of length. You can stay at a nice, gentle, easy angle, or you can start to try and lower all the way down. When you use your hands on this left leg, please avoid the knee. So either your thigh, or your shin, or the ankle, or all the way down to the earth. Just another 5, 4, 3. We're going to climb up the leg. Remember, do not press on the knees. So hands on the shin, to the thigh, all the way up to standing. Now we bend into this left knee and take your right foot at a diagonal. If you feel like you need to step a little bit bigger, step a little bit bigger. Open up this movement into Warrior 1. Breathe. From our Virabhadrasana 1, we move into Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. So left arm extends forward and the right arm extends back. Shoulders are soft, the legs are strong. Try to keep that left knee over the ankle. Good. Breathe. Side stretch. Sending your left arm forward over the leg. Place the forearm to your thigh and your right arm extends towards the top end of your mat. Your gaze can be wherever you find your best balance. If you can, look up towards the sky. 3, 2. Pull in through your belly. With an inhale, up into Warrior 2 once again. And with the left leg, we try to straighten a little bit. Lift your left toes and then pivot on your heel. Now you're facing the wide edge of your mat. Good. Feel like you are as big as a mountain. Expansion past your fingertips, past your legs, past the crown. One more inhale. Now on the exhale, hinge at your waist, wide-legged forward fold. Let your knees gently bend if they need to. Pressure of the body equally in your feet. Hands come underneath the shoulders or crawl in between your legs. Breathe. Walking the fingertips underneath the shoulders, straight arms is what we find, and find strength now in your belly. You'll feel the fingertips become a little lighter. When you're ready, hands to hips. Inhale all the way up to standing. And we do warriors on the other side. So first, turn your right toes to the back end of your mat. So this is where we use the sense of hearing, no longer the sense of sight. Turn your left heel back. And remember, we find straight legs, just like we did at the top of our warrior sequence. Finding nice runway with the toes directly in front of the ankles. Find your balance. And then hinge at your waist. Remember, hands to the upper thigh, to the front of your shin, avoiding the knee, to the ankle, or all the way down to the earth. Another 3, 2, and 1. Ease your hands back up onto the leg, crawling up, avoiding the knee. Press into the right foot, press into the left foot. And then we move into warrior one leg. So we start to bend your right knee. Take your left foot at a diagonal and maybe take the stance a little bit wider. When you're ready, reach the arms all the way up into warrior one. Breathe. From warrior one, open to warrior two. Sometimes the feet need to move as the hips open up here in this pose. Let them adjust. Easing over our right leg into a side stretch. Remember, place the forearm to the top of your right thigh, left arm into a long diagonal. Your gaze can be anywhere you find the best balance. If you can, look up to the sky. 3, 2. This time we look down to the earth. Lower your left hand. Lower your left knee. Ease up with the spine. Inhale and bring both knees onto the earth and crawl yourself to the position of the front of your mat so that you can gaze now towards me. Turn around. Any direction. Clockwise, counterclockwise. Okay. So in this space, we're going to come onto our heels. You have a couple different ways. I want you to start with a curled toe, a flexed foot here, and just sit on the heels as heavy as possible, stretching through the metatarsals. Lots of deep breathing. Try to focus your breath, or focus your mind on your breath. With your next inhale, lift your seat, hips over the knees. Point the toes now. Point the feet. This one can be a little intense. Be gentle. Ease down onto your ankles. Good. 3, 2, Good, and 1. Now ease onto hands and knees. A moment for cat and cow as you look forward. Inhale. As you exhale, look back towards your knees. Inhale, looking forward. Exhale, rounding the spine. 1 more in. 1 more out. Inhale, look forward. Good. Take your right foot, step it up, and turn the right foot out at a diagonal. We prepare to come into a squat. So move your hands, move your body in the way that you need to. The pose will look like this. In some fashion, in some way. Yeah. Good. Yes. Yes. For another 3. And 2. And 1. This time, back onto your knees. We move into variations of our child's pose. And in this variation, we take it into a headstand variation. Now remember, if this is your very first time doing headstand, or even if this is your 100th time of doing your headstand, be attuned with how your body responds, what you need for the day, where the strength is, and where the breath is. So if you haven't ever done this one, we have to watch first. We sit heavy on the heels, we bring hands alongside of the knees, and we lean forward, third eye to the earth. Initially, child's pose. Then we roll onto the crown of our head as we lift the seat from the heels. We can have the toes pointed or tucked under, whatever you find best. I want you to bring the hands right underneath the elbows so the palms are on the earth. And then the shoulders move away from the ears. This is the very first stage. We can be here breathing. If we need more, we lift the knees and we just walk the feet in towards the face. So from the spine at an angle to a spine and a vertical. And then maybe we bring those knees up onto the arm shelf and maybe we find our full headstand. Okay, so find what works for the body. When you're done, you find your child's pose, right back where you started. Give yourself about 10 breaths here. So in this nice grassy environment, it kind of takes a little bit of the fear away. The ground is softer, so if you happen to roll forward into a somersault, just remember to round your spine, chin to chest, navel in strongly always. 3, 2, find your child's pose, take a rest. Good. When you have found your child's pose, when you have found your natural breathing, slide the hands alongside of the knees and roll up to seated. Cat spine the back, head comes up last. On to hands and knees. Okay, from this hands and knees position, we take our left foot out to the left. Turn the left toes out to the left. So it's almost like a halfway space between that left knee where it was and your left hand. And we're just going to move forward and back. Forward and back. Let's go on the other side. Find a nice neutral place with the shoulders over the wrists and bring the left knee in, left foot in, and step your right foot out. Find a good place. and then rock it forward and back. Good. Another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Find a neutral place and step the right foot in. Take both feet and swivel them either to the right or the left. And we attempt to come down to our seated position, bringing your seat to the earth, bringing your legs forward. If that didn't work for the transition, find a way that does. Okay. All right. This one is lovely. 6 postures linked together, but the one part about it is most of these postures we can't look around to see what's going on, so you really have to use your hearing here. I'm going to demonstrate to give you a couple of options, and then you'll see what you can do, okay? The first variation is your candlestick. This is kind of the accessible variation. You'll roll back, you'll take your legs up. It might be a little softer for the low back to slide the hands somewhere underneath the seat. So this is candlestick. We're creating that 90-degree angle. Legs are still elevated above the heart. And then from there, when we all meet, after the other folks maybe are doing the 3 other postures, we'll then meet here in our corpse. We'll take a little siesta, and then we'll move into fish. So giving you the demonstration of connecting those 4 postures as opposed to the 6 postures. Okay, so your 6 postures come in here. If you were seated, you roll back. You find a full plow, a full halasana, legs moving overhead. You'll spend a few breaths there, and then you'll take your legs up to your shoulder stand, your sarvangasana. And then from your sarvangasana back to your halasana, your plow. And then you'll roll down again. So this is where we then meet with those who may be doing candlestick, and we'll all lower legs into your corpse pose. Okay, so wherever we are, whatever we want to do, let's do it. Plow or candlestick? Good. If you're in your plow, maybe use your hands on the low back and extend your legs all the way up towards the sky, finding your shoulder stand. Good. And from your shoulder stand into your plow again, halasana. And then everybody slowly rolling all the way down into your corpse pose. Good. Now we in our corpse pose, then move into fish. Kristasana. Send the straight arms underneath your back body, palms touching the earth. Send the shoulder blades behind the back and see if you can lift the center of your chest up towards the sky. You can drop the head back, or you can keep your chin tucked in towards your chest. Good, and press into your elbows even more. Bring your chin to your chest and lower onto the back of the head and onto the spine. Release the arms. Let your body relax for a moment. Good. Let's now take our knees into our chest. Give your legs a hug, maybe behind the thighs or in front of the shins. And keep the legs parallel, so don't cross the ankles or the shins. Let's try to reach the spine down to the earth. Sometimes it's hard to allow the lower spine, the coccyx, the tailbone, the seat to be heavy. Maybe it's the lumbar, maybe it's the space between the shoulder blades, the back of the neck. Let's now take our feet down to the earth. So moving into Setu Bandhasana, our bridge pose. Have your feet close to your sits bones, your feet flat, and your feet open about hip width distance. But try not to turn the toes out, the feet out. Keep the toes right in front of the ankles. Then with an inhale and with slow movement, begin to raise your pelvis up towards the sky. Push into the feet. Push even into your hands, your shoulders, the back of the head. Good. On your next exhale, slowly lower your seat all the way down, one vertebrae at a time. Nice slow journey, nice long exhale. And then you have the option of moving into a second bridge here, or moving into your wheel pose. So if bridge, please continue. If wheel, we tent the fingertips alongside of your ears, fingers pointed away from the shoulders, and then we push the pelvis up and slide onto the crown of the head. Then we flip the grip. Fingertips now pointed towards your ankles and the palms flat. You can stay here or try to push the earth away, lifting everything up towards the sky. Wherever you are, make sure you have enough energy on the exhale to lower down safely. When the spine is back on the earth, knees back up into your chest. Let's open up the arms like big angel wings. Drop the knees over towards the left. Nice reclined twist. Maybe your left hand rests on the right thigh or knee somewhere, like a little added weight. Maybe you turn your gaze towards your right fingertips and then close the eyes. Good. When you're ready now, with your inhale, you bring the knees to center. And then to the other side with the exhale as you're ready. Same setup possibly. Just allow the shoulders to be very heavy, the legs to be very heavy. Relax the fingers and the toes. And then as you're ready again, with the strength of the navel, inhale brings you back to center with the legs, and this is our place where we find stillness. So you can keep the feet on the earth if that feels best for the back, or slide the legs straight down to the earth. Take up space, physically, energetically. Bring all awareness to your breath. Filling up as you breathe in, slow and deep. And as you exhale, slow and complete. Move the mind away from all the current surroundings. of your body temple. And away from the thoughts of the mind. Keep the body still. Inhale, think the word so. As you exhale, think the word hum. So. Hum. So. Hum. So. Hum. Keep the body still. Now begin to deepen the breathing. Observe as you inflate the belly, as you deflate the belly. Observing the expansion and the surrender. The breath in, the breath out. Imagine your breath moving through every pore of your skin, through every portion of your body. When you're ready, we start with light movement through fingers and toes, through wrists and ankles. Maybe moving the head from side to side, and when you're ready for more movement, reach the arms all the way overhead and extend your arms away from the body, and then extend your legs away from the body. Good. And when you're ready for a bit more movement, knees into the chest. You can rock forward and back to come up seated, or you can roll to one side and ease your way up from there. So we take this time to bring the hands into prayer, to reassure this devotion, to reassure this offering, to reassure this moment of time and space, of stillness and breath. Grateful for this time, grateful for your attendance, and grateful for the self. Take an in-breath. Let it out through the mouth with a sigh. One Om, inhale. Peace and blessings, my friend. Namaste. Oh.